All-Stars. We like All-Stars.
But the All-Stars are in the fourth round.
Kia ora no tātou, no mai, hoki mai. Welcome to Bruce Pulman Park here in Takanini, Tamaki Makaurau, for the NZTFI hosted Trans Tasman Test Series. We've got the 21's mixed second test coming up after a great first test yesterday in the rain. I'm Rusty Matu in commentary alongside dual international Officer Tulu Jr. Looking forward to some excellent test matches today.
Yeah, kia ora everybody, and welcome to a sunny Bruce Pulman Park here out in South Auckland. And again, just walking from the car park up here to the commentary box, you can just feel the intensity of the Trans Tasman rivalry. A lot of game faces on out there, and after a day of competition yesterday, it will be even more intense as it should be.
Absolutely, and two young teams here coming out to play their second test match. Australia getting a big advantage yesterday. In the rain, they were outclassed the Kiwi opposition yesterday, 9-4. And no doubt the Kiwi team would have had a few debriefs last night in preparation for today's match, you'd imagine, Officer?
Yeah, I mean, we all know in any sport, the rain and poor weather is an equaliser in any game. And I thought that we might have been able to utilise those conditions to our favour.
Yeah.
But according to a lot of the guys and feedback from the games, the wet weather, they kicked early in the tackle and the tag count, and they utilised their kicking game to their advantage. So it'll be interesting to see how they play their tactics today.
Yeah, the Aussie team there just looking very relaxed, I must say, this morning there after a day of rain yesterday, a bit of sunshine today. It's a little bit overcast. The sun is peeping through right now, and field's looking amazing conditions considering the amount of rain we had yesterday, Officer.
Yeah, considering even the outer fields, I was just driving through and having a look. Bruce Pulman Park has held up really
Field
well.
one should be 21
yep,
minutes.
no, perfect conditions out there for
Field two should
tag to
be
be played.
Yeah, it's
and I think the pace from
Field
what we've seen at the Nationals
men's 50,
will increase
Field
even
four,
an extra
Absolutely,
10,
yeah.
20%.
Yeah,
Field five,
but I think it's a tribute.
21
The conditions that we have underfoot is a tribute to the
2-minute
investment put
warning
in
or
by
have that
the man behind this park, Bruce Pulman himself. He's put a lot of effort into making this a top quality location and venue. And they've got the best manicured lawns here, as you can see on number one. It looks fantastic. And we've got a special variety of grass that comes in that can handle the foot traffic and resist the water. And as you see after yesterday's games, there's hardly any mud, if at all. So a wonderful tribute to the people that look after Bruce Pulman Park and presented for the event that we're hosting today.
Players and referees.
Yes, here we
coming
go
2 minutes.
for the toss now. But ACDC to count us down to the kick-off today there, Officer.
Well, here they come, the New Zealand team.
I don't think they got the memo on the haka. Here we go with the team list here for the Tag Blacks. The Tag Blacks are Anahira, Sylvia Cowan. We've got Fulu, Mane Williams, Masina Tuivai Iopa, Pau Iafeta, Adams Pikipo, Williams Ngata, Marilia, Mane Kwan, Nathan Amen, and Wong Si. The Tagaroos will be Taylor, Cambos, Stapleton, Tuhaka Absalom, Sabini, Vandermeer, Nolan, Baker, Diffin, C, Nesbitt Ash, Rogers, Mason, Rapper, Byrne, Graham, Rapper again, and Harvey. So we've got Sienna Rapper, and who was the other rapper we had there? Lords Rapper. There we go. The coaches for the managers for the Tagaroos is Alex Rapper, Mark Gladman, and Kenny Hargraves. The coach and manager for the New Zealand team is Tex Tua and Lena Wichman. The Tag Blacks and the Tagaroos, 21's mixed Trans Tasman Test match. Must be exciting for these rangatau, these young folks to represent their countries, Officer.
I think it's always special for both teams when you get the chance to represent your country, and in particular for them to wear a fern. I was part of the presentation on a Thursday night, and so it was nice to be able to, Wednesday night, so it was nice to be able to see them and see the pride in their faces when I was handing out their jerseys, their tops for today. So
brilliant. And here we go, the first kickoff of the match. Okay, number 9 for New Zealand. Into the dummy half position, it's Antonio Fulu. Now, you noticed, you mentioned yesterday, the officer, that in the conditions, the Aussies played to the conditions really well, using their kick and playing in the right parts of the field.
Yeah, I mean, it was just some of the feedback because I was just having a chat to some of the referees because of the rules. Might be some rule difference interpretations in the internationals, which would be different from our national competition. And they were just saying that they just played for field position as we watched
here's
it straight
a breakout
down
run.
here. He's missed a tag.
And missed again. And he brings it around to the 2-point bonus box. Just a clean set of heels there from the Australian left winger on that occasion there, number 2, Nesbitt Ash.
I think he's 21. Yeah,
21, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Dylan Nolan. And again, it was just really just missed tags, but he still had to do a lot of work there, straight to speed, and then come around to the 2-point bonus box with a quick celebration on whatever's on his hat, but, not the greatest start you want from New Zealand.
The first handover and on the first carry, the Tagaroos make their intentions very clear. They came to play. So, yes, and that's out on the full there. So, gifted position back to the Tag Blacks here. So they get an opportunity to go straight into the attack zone here. It's a good ball. And opportunity now for them to show us their attacking prowess here, officer.
Well, they're certainly getting off the line in Australia, and their line speed on defence is quite clear. They're not going to let New Zealand make any of their plays because they're just going to get up there in their faces early. So the worst thing you do is just end up there'll be time for individuals, but when they start going individually themselves to try and break through, then Australia will be able to defend that quite easily.
Yeah,
just right there.
Exactly. You've got to lay a foundation. You've got to be consistent and with your systems. And just looking at some of the background of the Australians, officer, the Tagaroos, the team consists of 9 Queensland players and 9 New South Wales players. 7 out of the 9 Queensland players actually played for the Storm at the Australian National Championships and have won back-to-back national titles. So we're talking some good pedigree here.
Yep.
As you would imagine, to win the national title back-to-back, it's hard enough to do it once, but to do it back-to-back is even harder because when you're at the top, everyone's gunning for you. Their coaching staff from Queensland and have been in charge of the team for 2 years now, and won the last year's Australian Invitational competition. So, a lot of history of success in the side, including the staff. There's 4 returning players from last year's Australian Under-21 team: Elijah Baker, Charlotte Vandermeer, Sienna Rapper, and Lourdes Rapper. And Lourdes is actually the youngest in the team at just 18, and played last year when she joined the side at the age of 17. So, definitely some young players to watch there. As New Zealand are on the board there, we see a little try just out to the left edge. Just kind of looking at the replay here. It's a nice delayed pass there. Number 19 goes across, scoring that try.
Which is a 2-pointer.
Yeah.
So that evens up the game as the girls gone across. So that was really well set up by New Zealand. And they were attacking at pace. So rather than just ambling through, I think they set that up really nicely. And again, a missed tag and putting their defensive line under pressure. So another good reply from New Zealand.
And especially being a girls' try as well, a women's try.
That's right.
So we're all tied up at 2 points all after that try from Moingaro Mane. So, just getting them back into the game here and putting the Aussies on alert that they've come to play as well, as they've drawn the score now at 2-2. Game on, officer, game on. Oh, and then we're going to see a little chip through there from the Tagaroos, player number 10. It's Rogers. Oh, there's an error by the Tag Blacks. Unforced error, really. There, no pressure, really.
Really, no pressure there, but that line speed is putting a lot of pressure on New Zealand to move that ball quickly out of dummy half. So again, Australia, there he goes again. Looks like he's got a second one, and that was nicely set up on the short side by Australia. As we see the replay here, just to get him on the outside, but managed to free his hands and go through, and then there was just a quick overlap.
Is that 21 again? It's Dylan Nolan again. So he's in there for a brace to start the match there. A couple of tries on the left wing. And there's a nice tip on from the female playing link there as well. Didn't quite get a number. So Aussie straight into attack once again here with that great kick. Attacking with defence, putting them in the right part of the field, officer.
Certainly flying up hard from the outside in terms of defence from Australia. But you see they're only setting up a one, so if they were able to tip that pass off to someone else, there'd be certainly some bodies free as they go for a kick down Australia. Still well covered, had a sort of deeper sweeper back.
Yeah, the kick went straight to the sweeper. That wasn't a very good kick at all, really. And the Aussies here with a very early kick here. Oh, that's sharp
Back
too.
himself.
Look at that.
Back
Oh, he's
himself
got
on
it too.
50-10. And so what I was hearing in feedback from downstairs on some of the players is what the Australians are continuing on, and that was a lovely 50-10 right from that was probably about 70-10 from where he kicked it from, and that was the second or the first tag.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it, Officer? What a skillful display. That was wonderful kick, and obviously putting them in great field position to start their set. And the Aussies here working that left-hand corner with the Tag Blacks there now. D'ing up and under pressure off their try line. And let's play on. No, and it's an intercept. Referee young Wooly Toilau.
That sounds like a penalty for a late tag there, is what his call is. So that'll be another start, reset, back to 0. Just that acceleration into that gap, but
yeah, a little swivel of the hips there. And Aussie go through for their third try, taking the score out to 4 points to 2 here. Just that little shimmy on the hips there. Was that number 88? Was it? Yeah, that's Noah Byrne. Yeah, just that slight flick of the hips at the right time, and just evaded that last tag. And through goes Byrne to take the score out to 4 points to 2 there, Officer.
There's that fine line between the surrender and a quick play the ball, and Australia do that really well, and something that New Zealand need to adjust to, and also make the referees aware of what is generally going through in a tag and what is sort of quickly surrendered, like a touch, quick play the ball.
Yeah.
Because that there for me was a surrender on the number 10, but as again, referees see it differently, but it was just done so quickly. As New Zealand come up there, again, just going through their settle place, pretty. That's away.
Got that
That's
ball
going to be
away.
free.
Oh,
Nicely done, but well defended. That'll be a recount. Oh, no.
oh,
This will
and
be a
here
foot
we go.
race here. He looks at staying alive.
Good
Well
tag.
defended. But they're still on the back foot here, and that should be a handover. So well done
Yeah,
to New Zealand.
there's
And
excellent
Kenny
effort
back.
from Antonio Fulu there, chasing down that runaway and bringing him in. And then Aussies coming up with an error, so Tag Blacks now full set in front of them here as they try and head up towards halfway and get into good field position. They haven't really seen a decent kick from New Zealand here. The two that they've done so far have gone straight to the sweeper. So they need to kick, one of the old Graham Lowe sayings, kick for the seagulls. You got to find the space.
Oh, again, just in two minds there, whether to go, run through, or pass it, and sort of wasn't well executed, and his mate wasn't really expecting that ball to come to him. So Australia
Wholesale changes.
just at the halfway mark,
Yep.
and there he goes. This could be number 3 for him. Oh no, he's got the tag.
Oh,
He got greedy, went for the 2. That is a devastating player. He is dangerous in space. Here he goes again.
the Aussies here in the right-hand corner here, the Tagaroos. Aussies again probing their try line, probing their defensive line to get across. Oh, it's gone to ground.
Yeah, nicely defended though. Needed to do that. Well done to New Zealand. Especially 1C there on the wing there. Needed to make a decision. Well, she got in between the ball and player, so it is a recount, but it's better than a try as they try and do a move, and it sort of worked out good for them in the end.
Yeah. Oh, that was touched by a tag
Tag
black.
first.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
nice
was a
tag.
nice dummy.
New Zealand need to be more clinical there with their tags. Oh, that could be the first
there it is.
three-pointer.
Young rapper. Is that number 7, was it? Yeah, Lord's rapper.
Let's watch the replay here. Just accelerated to her left and then caught them napping inside step and then into the box for a three-pointer. Inside defender just was caught napping there, didn't quite go and cover in the inside step. So Australia just shot out to a 7-2 lead with that three-pointer.
Yeah.
And
7 points to 2.
this is where New Zealand need to really regroup and need to get that ball and just work on that defence and get that ball and get their attack going like they did at the start. That's it.
Yeah, that Lord's rapper too is, she said she's one of the 4 players that returned from last year's Australian 21 team. And she's also the youngest in the team, having just turned 18. And we see a nice break up the field by the Tag Blacks here. Oh, and a good chase down by the Australian defender. So now the Tag Blacks hot on attack up in a good field position here, looking for an opportunity now.
They needed to move it. They need to move it sooner. They've got it covered out there now.
Yeah, all the defence is back on the line.
They get those middles there, really their playmakers to get in there and start doing some plays. That's a nice one, but tag might have been early actually. Yes.
Yeah, referees called that. Willie
That's
Toilau.
a bit cynical, I think, but that's what they need to do. They've got a new fresh set of 6, so This will be a good chance to get some of their really good plays again, like they did at the start. As New Zealand, again, just trying and bringing that defence line up. They need to quick play the ball there, but straight it back quick. Short ball on. Oh, he's in there. Tag. Oh, tag was made.
Yes.
Even that transition there, those passes are poor. They need to give a better transition to their ball players or first receivers. That's a bit better. But again, not really challenging Australia's defence with any of our plays. Need to be a little bit more clinical with some of our set pieces.
Just a little brief on the New Zealand team. They're come together for this tournament, and some have been with the team for a few years, and a few newbies have joined the experienced and hard-working and competitive side here, coming from league, touch and tag 20 rugby, netball, as well as winning teams in their own right to work together for this event. We've got Api Ana Moi Kobe as part of the 2024 Pac 6 21 Specs team, representing Auckland Metro in the last 2 seasons. Also playing competitive touch in the off-seasons at Cox's Bay and St. Peter's modules. We've got Azaria from Auckland Touch, Samoa Touch and Auckland Metro Tag. Chris, who is one of the Tonga representatives from Tag. And Tisana from Basketball, Gridiron, Tag, Netball. And this team's coached by Tex Tour. Oh, another unforced error there. Just probably looking at the defender rather than looking at the ball there, officer. Oh, and we see Aussie go through here.
There. Oh, and lucky let off the hook
from
there.
them there as well, yeah.
So, New Zealand.
Yeah, potential 3-pointer save there.
Potential there. Well, could have gone all the way, really.
That's
but,
right.
But yeah, if for 9, they wanted to go for the 10, but still 7-2. They're in a strong position here, and New Zealand again lucky not to call for the drop ball. So just first game of the day after a lot of rain yesterday, and so just trying to build some confidence now. Wasn't an easy one to take for New Zealand yesterday, but this Australian team are being quite ruthless in the way that they're playing today.
Yeah, there's some energy on their defensive line. The speed of their defensive line, they're really putting some effort in and shutting down that attack.
But you can see when New Zealand's come in and do their settles at pace and they go into attacking into space, it forces them to come in and then forces those penalties for New Zealand. But we're at probably only in second gear. We need to push up a couple of gears to really force some challenges into the defence of Australia.
Oh.
Another unforced error there for New Zealand.
Yeah, both sides guilty of drop ball, and again, Australia gifted with an opportunity up in good position here. Oh, look at this. That was just too easy, officer.
Yeah, just knew that there was no sweeper back, and so watching the replay here, good idea for eyes up, tag, and just put it to that left foot. And again, just a nice bounce of the ball, but still made it look easy. But I can tell you that's not an easy skill to do.
Yeah.
But to have that vision and to back himself with the skill off the left foot, to retrieve the ball and go in for a 2-pointer, just shows you the level that this Australian team is at.
Absolutely, and when we read their sort of team profile earlier, you see that just loaded with experience and national tournament winners, and they've got a big advantage in regards to the fact that they've got a team that's actually got that experience at that level. And no doubt, we've both been to those Aussie tournaments. They're huge, and the standard is outstanding. The try was scored by Brooklyn Sabine, and nice little chip through for himself and regathered before the line and into the bonus box, taking Aussie up to a 9-2 lead. Just coming down to the last 20 seconds of the first half here. No doubt the Kiwi coach, Tag Blacks coach Tex Steele will be having a very constructive conversation with the team at halftime.
Well, definitely day one, you can see that's a sorting out. But day two, they need to make some inroads because they know what the opposition's about.
Yeah.
I would say there'll be some stern words at halftime.
And there's the halftime hooter. We'll be back very shortly with the second half, straight back after these messages. No mai, piki mai.
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions. For others, it's joy. It feeds our lives, builds our communities. It is our light, our love, our laughter. But sport is also our rock, the thing we come back to, constant, even after the final bout. It's changed, but it never really changes. It's the cup finals, but also the 5:30 game after work. Our people, our culture, our kaupapa. Because no matter what's on the scoreboard, no matter who's in the stands, sport's got your back. And so do we.
No mai hoki mai. Welcome back to Bruce Pulman Park for the second half of the Trans Tasman Test between the Tagaroos and the Tag Blacks. Tagaroos out to a big lead there. And what was your summation on the first half there, officer?
Yeah, just seeing two different teams are playing two different tempos. I just think that the Australian team, a bit of confidence off their win yesterday and coming in and nice dry weather, drier than yesterday, but still just to get off the heads off the pillow and just get into tag straight away. As you can see, the coach there, Tux, is just laying down the law on what his expectations are for the team, and they need to really pick it up. This half is probably the most crucial half for the tournament because they're down 1-0 in the series, they're down 9-2 at the moment, and if they lose this game, it's going to be really hard to win the series for their grades. So this is a huge half for New Zealand.
Yeah, Tex Tour there delivering the halftime messages to his side there, and no doubt they're going to have to look at improving the quality of their attack. They just look a little bit lost on the attack.
They have the ability. They just need to pick up the tempo and believe in themselves. I mean, there's a lot of teams I've known in years. I think, Australia, we're just going to, we're just here to make up the numbers. No, you've got that fur on your chest. You go out there and play, and you've got the ability to play because you've been selected. So they just got to find that belief as a unit rather than as individuals.
Yeah. It's that man again, number 88 there. Noah Byrne.
I think there's a penalty there. There might be something might be a little bit on a dip there, so the ball's been handed over, and that's been handed to New Zealand. So good start in the defence. Now they can just pick up that tempo and just really attack the line, and with a really good set piece, then they can go score first in the second half.
I think the Tag Blacks really need to try and score first here just to get themselves back into the game.
100%. They need to, and it'll just be so good for their confidence here. Just late on that play there. So, these are the types of things that New Zealand need to really pick up on. Numbers on the outside.
Good tag.
And fifth and final.
Ooh, missed opportunity.
Yes, and this Australian team just, like with everybody, everybody has their pressure points, and if you put the pressure on those points, then they'll be the same. They'll fumble too, as you can see. Kick early in the tag, that was only the second tag, And again, no sweeper back.
Wow.
And going in for a 2-point play. So, they're obviously doing the same thing as they did yesterday.
Yeah.
As we watched, this is the second tag, but this is, again, feeding the speed, no sweeper back. And they've identified that, and that's why they're kicking early in the piece.
I think that was number 9, Aaliyah Taylor. Apologies if my... number 8, was it? Number 8. It's Sienna Rapper. So, yeah, great kick, but the chase on the kick was fantastic. And that was... just looking at who that was that got the ball from that kick, because it was really, really excellent chase, and then just enough to hold up the defenders and find his support player in Sienna Rapper.
Well, that was Dylan Nolan again. I mean, he was on the wing, so obviously he's got the speed, and it was a one-horse race, and then he just fed it to one of the Rapper sisters and to go for a 2-pointer.
Oh, look at that, straight through into the 2-point zone. Yeah, the Tag Blacks looking a little bit shell-shocked there, officer.
Yeah, again, just giving that ball from side to side and just bring inside and just having to find that weak seam. And the Australians seem to find them quite easily by attacking and feeding that half pass or half gap. And so Australia again going into the 2-point box, bonus box. New Zealand really need to find something.
Bit of a story of their day, isn't it, so far? Unforced errors is really costly for the Tag Blacks. Aussie out to a huge lead now, 13-2. And there we go again. Another 2-pointer for the Australians. Number 25 going across the line this time. Brock Stapleton.
Hitting
nice pace on the ball, yeah.
Yep.
It's going running into the hole. And enough time to bring it around into the 2-point bonus box. And Aussie now just coasting along at 15 points to 2. It's it's a real, I guess it's an exhibition on how to play quality tag. What they're showing us here, the skills on display are fantastic, officer.
Yeah, just their timing and their understanding of their set plays. They don't have to call much, but everything they do is, again, those little kicks there are just well rehearsed, and you can see they put a lot of time in their play.
Oh yeah, the IQ in this team is fantastic. The boys and the girls playing together and complementing each other with what they're doing. And then we see another angled run coming back on that unders line. Oh, and there's an error.
Wow, I don't see too many of those in that team. So.
No. So the Tag Blacks now in possession, but starting from their 10-metre line, so a lot of work to do, a lot of real estate in front of them right now. There's a nice little line break, but again defended well by the Tagaroos. Nice tag. Number 6, Charlotte Vandermeer, another one of the 4 returning from last year.
Unlucky there. That is 6. So at least they're completing their sets. And it's Australia go again. Nicely done and defended there by New Zealand. Australia getting on the back foot, quick play the ball. Well covered there, New Zealand defending well. As Australia again just ghosting and attacking the line. They've got numbers on the outside as they move it back to the right. Let's see if a set play. Here comes a short ball coming.
Oh yeah, just mistimed that pass there, and fortunately for the Tag Blacks, you can see where the girl was wrapping to the outside and the unders line coming onside. So
yep.
that would have, if that had connected, that would have been another try for Australia. Oh, there we go.
That's good. So New Zealand again trying to gather some momentum. And there's contact in New Zealand, so...
Oh, and Aussie.
Aussie.
Yeah. You can't give them the ball in your half. They're just...
That's a correct throw.
Oh, they're too lethal on attack, aren't they?
Well... And that's the thing. They you can get. There's a lot of gamesmanship. You can sort of get themselves in a position where they know contact's going to happen. But we need to do better than that. And this is not only this team, but all the New Zealand teams that come up, because they know the game and they play the game well. New Zealand defending well, but somehow there's another, I think, tag first before a ball was passed to the ground.
Oh, nice work. But again, that was tagged. But gosh, the Aussies just look so much more fluid on attack.
Short ball, nicely defended. Australia going both ways.
Oh, there it is.
In the hole. Well
that
played.
Was a lovely play.
Just bringing that defender in. He's a nice player, that Jackson Rogers. I've been watching him at number 10. As you see him here, just holds that ball and brings it in, and just holds that ball up enough for to put that player across.
Just
the
that
line.
slight adjustment to his line there, brought the defender in. As soon as that defender came in, the inside shot, bomb. Beautiful unders line to is that a young rapper again?
Yeah, rapper there again, but I mean, it's a big call, but I see players like that, and they always remind me of people like Cliffy Lyons that are just knowing how to, the timing of pass and just the adjustment of body and movement, and so they have very similar to the way they ball play. But again, New Zealand, we have our own strengths, and we just don't seem to be
playing to them,
and so need some good leadership there on the field, and just to keep fighting even to the end, regardless of the score, and just keep on going the Kiwi way. That's nicely done by New Zealand. It just needs to be a little bit more intense on how we play. As you see, a little injury there, I think. She want to hit the ground pretty hard. He hits the ground. Might be in a bit of an HIA check there. But again, like I mentioned, that play there, it was good. It's very intentional in the way New Zealand were. They just wanted to attack the line and just to pick up the tempo a little bit.
Well, that's right. And we saw that there. They looked a lot better. They had gained really good yardage in 3 carries. And that's what they needed, a bit more leg speed. Trying to hit the holes a bit more rather than running into the defenders. Got to hit the old spaces, not the faces. So they go down to the left wing now.
There you go.
Oh, again, it's a better passage of play.
And as you know, it's a numbers game. The more numbers that you attack at the line, one will get through.
That's right.
And so if New Zealand need to do that, but we're just sort of a little bit apprehensive of attacking and just looking at, you do it. So there's a little bit more intent in the attack at the moment.
Yeah, but you mentioned that earlier too, yeah. Although they had a better setup there, you can't do it as individually. You've got to do it as teams. You've got to do it in pockets. You've got to do it in combinations of 2s and 3s. And
that's right.
That's what they just seem to be lacking.
Everybody's taking the line, so therefore when you're a defender, which way you have to look.
That's
but
right.
if it's just one person going, it's
easy to defend.
At this level, it's easy. You might be able to get away with it at national level or even module level for sure. But when you're playing against Australia,
internationals, that's right.
you need to ask them a lot of questions and bring a few across the line. Australia again defended well. Now there's a chance to come in and attack.
Just a few announcements.
You can sort of see them looking up the line. Have they got a sweeper up there?
For the ultimate in hydration to replenish your body and quench
your
thirst
there we go.
naturally, we have
Tag first.
A game in the food area. There's 5 different flavors, and there's also sugar-free options. We also have a few pie stalls down there with yummy food. We also have a
that's
pie
a handover.
vendor,
There must be a handover.
coffee vendor. And also
Referee says
SAS
knockback, play on.
Sports Apparel are on site as well. So that's all down
little
next
kick.
to the club room.
Sweeper this time in position.
Well, that's nicely done by New Zealand. Good set, putting them under pressure to force the kick early, and we had to sweep it back. So now they just need to play the ball quickly.
It's a nice
Nicely
one.
done.
Yeah.
They're still going. Good work.
Oh, yeah, just unfortunately for Tag Blacks, they just sometimes it's the harder you try, the worse it gets almost, you know. So yeah, that's tough. It's a tough day in the office for the under 21 mixed Tag Blacks. But it'd be nice for them to just solidify this last coming into this last 6 minutes here and just try and hold out the Aussies and get their defensive systems working better.
Well, he hit the ground pretty hard diving for that tag for one of the rapper sisters, and grabbing the tag, and I could see him when he hit the ground with the tag. It hit it pretty hard. So
Looks like he's hurt his wrist. Yeah, hopefully that's not a major.
Picket ball is off.
And there's Aussie going through with a lovely grubber and regather, but tag there.
Well covered there by New Zealand. Still there under the pump there. Australia coming to the left side, short ball, wide ball.
That'll be a restart.
Again, it's well done by New Zealand just to defend. I think if in doubt, just slap that ball down.
And again there, just interference on the ball, and he goes
just
through
goes through.
for the old two-pointer, Elijah Baker.
I mean, he really had no right to go through there. Look, he cleaned it up. He one
Mistagged
missed,
it.
two, three a second
And
time.
a little pirouette, little 360.
And
Elijah Taylor.
Elijah,
Over he goes. Elijah Baker, I should say.
not sure if he's going to play the surrender call, and New Zealand are going to get their tap off. It is by over 10, difference of 10. So New Zealand will tap off at the halfway mark. It's not one you like to enforce, but it is blowing out the score. So New Zealand get the tap off. Second one, it's showing good intent now, right up into the 10-metre line. New Zealand need to show one of their set plays. Bit of individual brilliance. But there's a tag. Well defended there by Australia. Coming up just under 4 minutes now. Just bring them back. Oh, he's got it.
That could be a try.
He's got it. Regathered.
Yeah, referee's going to reward it.
Nicely done by New Zealand. Fortuitous bounce here. Come back, bring it forward. Puts it to the foot. Goes under a couple of Australian players and picks up and puts it down. So
This young Lazarus Nutter there with a bit of enterprising play there and an individual brilliance. Picking up another try for the New Zealand Tag Blacks.
As New Zealand still have that 10-point difference, so they'll get the tag, the touch off from the halfway mark. If people are saying, how come they're tapping off? Well, that's a referee's call. And I think the New Zealand team would probably do have the option of whether they want to take it or not, but I think they decided to. Should call it the mercy rule. Yeah, it's a nice one there. Could be a bounce of ball. He's got it again. Nicely done. There's a 1 point, so New Zealand
Back-to-back tries.
showing a bit of fight here, as we know. There we go. Nicely done. Kick goes in between two players.
Yeah, it was a nice bounce for him there, fortuitous. And capitalising on that with another try. Back-to-back tries for the Tag Blacks there. So
Masina Tuivai Lopa goes in there with rewarded with some individual brilliance. As New Zealand again just need to pick up the tempo a bit when they're attacking, attack the line and go forward. It needs to be their first movement rather than sideways. That's it. And then they can take it to the line. Quick play the ball is going to be key.
Good work from market defence there from the Tagaroos. It's a bit better leg speed from the Tag Blacks now, and yeah, needed that. They needed that from the first 2 minutes, not the last 2 minutes. Here we see another little grubber. And he regathers that, but that'll be the fifth and final. Handover. So the Aussies will get to at least one more set in there. As you see, a good break by Charlotte Vandermeer. Oh, and then the Aussies go all the way. Oh, look at that.
Nicely done.
Vandermeer started it and finished it there. And yeah, with a beautiful, beautiful passage of play by the Australian team here. See her from dummy half.
You get to see her right from the start. Dummy go, mistagged there. Turns on the afterburners, but then she looks up and looks and stays alive here. Yeah. As some of the players, and again, that's Sabine, and then again with their two playmakers, Rogers.
Yeah, Jackson Rogers, yeah. Yeah, it's just a wonderful passage of play. And then, you know, the effort from Charlotte as well to keep pushing up and then
stay
finishing
alive.
Off. Yeah.
That's right. And, you know, everybody doesn't overplay their roles, but just feeds the available player and good vision and good heads-up tag.
Oh, that's right. She never once thought about trying to go all the way herself. She looked for her support, found it, and then stayed in support. So, yeah, quality work from the young Tagaroos there.
New Zealand could finish off with a two-pointer.
Oh, tagged on the line. And that's the ball game. As the referee will let this last passage of play will play out. And there it is. We'll blow that up, and congratulations, Australia. The Tagaroos 22-4 in a convincing opening test match this morning. We'll be back very shortly, Officer, with game 2. And yeah, hoki mano. Well, we'll see you then. We'll see you shortly.
And that concludes round number 1.